guys. It's Thursday the 12th of January 2017 and you guys are going to be spending the day with me. Ooh. I've just fed Jasmine, so she's has a belly full of food, she would say. She's so much better than she was on Tuesday. No more poorly tummy. Well, touch wood, she hasn't. She was okay yesterday. Fed bits and bobs of food throughout the day, but nowhere near as many visits to the toilets as she did so on Tuesday. So yeah, I'd say she was back to normal, especially she was abusing the birds yesterday afternoon. I'm just waiting for my coffee to brew. Made myself some Costa coffee. You can pick these up from Asda. I paid £3 for it. Tastes really nice. Well, what should do, it's Costa coffee. So yeah, just wait for that to brew. Jasmine's looking at my face, so she would like to go on the windowsill in the living room, so 1 second. Change of plan, guys. She decided she wanted to go to the toilet instead, so I may have put my foot in my mouth there. I might not. Jasmine does have this nasty and weird tendency of only ever going for dumpage after eating. This is something that she did anyway, so it may just be that case, so hopefully, touching wood, proper wood this time, that is just the case. So she's gone off to the toilet to have dumpage. I don't know where else she's gone now, because no idea. Probably just wandering around the house doing her thing. So I've made myself some coffee, and I'm now going to use this to wet myself up with. I told myself last night, you're going to have an early night, you're going to have an early night, you're going to have an early night. And it was all looking good till about 10:30. And I was like, yeah, I can see myself being in bed by 11. And then I got sucked in on YouTube, and that was it, game over. Didn't go to bed till near enough till 12 o'clock instead. So I'm not doing very good, guys. I mean, I need to try and get myself back into a routine just in case I do get this job at Armstrong. If that's the case, you know, I'm going to be leaving the house at 8 o'clock in the morning every day to get to work for 9. And that's late for me, honestly, because I used to work. When I used to work at Image, I was starting at 8:30. So most of the time I was in the office by 10 past, 8:15, which meant leaving here about 7:30, 20 to 8. So 8 o'clock leave is late. So yeah, I drink my coffee. It looks lovely and grey and cloudy out there as per usual. Not sure I can think of things to keep you entertained throughout the day. So yeah, I'm going to drink my coffee and I'll see you in a bit, guys. Well, I'm feeling a little bit more awake. I'm just on my second cup of coffee just to get myself going. It's coming up to 9 o'clock. At the moment, I'm just going through my emails. I have like notifications set up on job sites, so if any new jobs come up, they come straight through to me via my emails, and obviously I then go and apply for them. And so far I've absolutely found nothing, to be perfectly honest, so I'm going to keep looking. At some point this morning, one is planning on dyeing the hair. I was meant to do it yesterday and then I just didn't. So I really need to get it done today, especially as I've got that job interview tomorrow. I need these grey hairs gone. They are putting years on me. I find that once I've dyed my hair, I do look a lot younger. Well, those are my thoughts anyway. I've also found out this morning that my ex-brother-in-law and his partner Maz have had their baby, a little girl. I have no idea what she's called, but she was born at Warwick Hospital a couple of hours ago. She looks like a little cutie. They put photos up on Facebook, so I always did wonder whether they were going to have kids, and now they have, so that's really sweet. I'm just hoping their dogs don't get jealous. Their dogs have been treated like their babies for a good few years now, so I'm a little bit how things might develop there. Hopefully the dogs will take to the baby. I hope. You know, some dogs can get jealous, but I'm sure they'll have it all in hand. It's nothing to do with me, as my daughter very nicely pointed out to me this morning. I wasn't being even we've just had a bit of a falling out before she went to work. I wasn't even being funny. If I was being funny, my God, she'd have known about it. But I was like, oh, just seen it on Facebook, blah. I'm surprised your nan hasn't been to the hospital yet. No, I wasn't even being bitchy about it. I was being deadly honest. Because when I had Jess, not so much when I had Connor, because there weren't anything, yeah. But when I had Jessica, obviously I was in a relationship properly with Stuart. And, she took me to the hospital while I was in labour. And as soon as she found out that I'd had Jess, she turned the car back round and come back to the hospital. She was at the hospital when Tracy, which is her daughter, had her 3 kids. So, as I said, I'm surprised she's not at the hospital already. Whether, it's in Warwick or not, which is about 20, 25 miles away from Redditch. I'm surprised she's not there. Granddaughter. But, yeah, apparently I was being a bitch and I should keep my comments to myself. Now, I know my daughter's probably nervous today. She has got a theory, but there was no need for her to speak to me like that. Sometimes Jessica can speak to me like I am utter shite. And it really, truly hacks me off. It's like, hang on. I keep a roof over your head. I provide you with food. I mean, you have to remember, guys, she only usually gives me £20 a week towards the rent. So in total, she pays me £100 a month to live here. Fair enough, she did give me £50 last week, which in her way, well, she said, I'm just going to try and help out a little bit more than I normally would, Mum. Which means once I've got a job, she's going to go back to just paying me £20 a week to live here. I'm still providing her with gas, water, electric, a roof over her head, a room, somewhere to sleep, food. I mean, if she honestly thinks £20 a week covers all that, she is sadly deluded. So sometimes I get really, really, I won't say angry, but upset, yeah, by the fact that I'm still doing all this shit for you when you're 21 years old, you're an adult. I mean, she's 22 next week. She's not a kid. When I was her age, I was already a mum of 2, trying to keep a roof over our heads. She can really piss me off at times. So maybe it's just because she's nervous about a theory. I don't know. I don't care. There's no need for her to speak to me like that. Anyway, I'm going to finish my coffee. Then I had better think about doing some stuff because I can't really stay here all day. I've got to do something today. What for, I don't know. But as I said, I have got to dye the barnet, so maybe that's something I can go and do in a minute when I've drunk this. Has to be done, so I'll see you in a bit. Well, as you can see from the state of me, guys, I've decided to dye my hair. Yep, I haven't done that bad a job as usual. I would get the day quite a lot more down my face than this. But I've got to leave this on for the next, well, let's have a check. I've still got 25 minutes to go. So I'm going to try and go and get off as much as I possibly can from now. I've also somehow got it on my arms. So yeah, I'm going to try and get rid of that. Hopefully the next time you'll see me, my hair will actually be looking normal and not like this. But hair dye is done. Bloody hell, oh God, I must have dripped down my face. Well, as you can see, I've managed to get some of it off. But also at the same time, something appears to have dripped down my face there. Bugger. Okay. Right, just a quick update. I've just had a call from Simon, this time at ST Recruitment, in regards to the job at Armstrong and Bell. He's just heard from Sarah. She has received 2 excellent references from Image Technique. Excellent references. I feel the love. I'm feeling it. So I should know definitely by tomorrow whether I've got the job or not. He then went on to discuss the salary with me because he was like, oh, I've looked at your notes that Jenny took from you originally, and and apparently you were asking between 16 and 20k a year. And I was like, well, yes, that's correct. Yes, so would you be happy with accepting 16k? That literally was what I was getting at Image anyway, so it'd be about, well, it would be the same amount with less responsibility. So I'm happy to accept that. Obviously I've got to turn out up to 100 calls a day, but you know, if I'm going to be doing data cleansing, that should be easy enough for me to do. And as I said, I haven't got all the other responsibilities that I had at Image Technique, and obviously I won't have as many distractions. So I can see me doing quite good at this. I have no idea when they're going to let me know tomorrow. Obviously I've still got that job interview to go to at GT Access. So ideally I could do with knowing before I have to go to that. So then at least I can ring this Steve up and say, I'm really sorry, thank you for the consideration, but unfortunately I've been offered a position elsewhere and I'm going to be taking it. This does mean me having to walk down that country bloody lane again. But it's something I'm used to, isn't it, guys? So it's not something that I'm not expecting, and, you know, it'll get me fit again. That's all I can say. And who knows, maybe when I start to get to know some of the other staff, maybe I'll get a lift in to work and back from one of them. If not, I'll just have to get myself a bike, won't I? Something I was contemplating last year was looking into getting a moped. So maybe that is something I should seriously take into consideration this time. Right, it's now time for me to go and wash this off my hair. So as I said earlier, I should be back soon with my hair looking pretty much normal, and hopefully I'll look a lot more presentable than I do right now. Right, as you can see, I am finally dressed. Okay, I haven't got any muck on the face yet, so yeah, I still look like dog shit. But the hair is now dyed, and I've rinsed it out. I've just letting it towel dry for a bit. But yeah, no white hairs in sight. This makes me very, very happy, and as you can see, in my opinion, it knocks years off me. It really does. So yeah, my hair is now, well, I've got, instead of my usual blue black, I've gone for a black shade this time, and yeah, much better. So I'm just going to let this hair dry for a bit now. Actually, I've had it in the towel for quite a while, but I thought while I was letting my hair air dry, I'd make myself a cup of tea. Have a nice cup of Earl Grey. And then when my hair's a little bit more drier, I'll go upstairs and I'll get some makeup on. I'm not going to go too over the top because obviously I haven't really got any plans to go anywhere, do anything today. So, well, you know, you guys have seen me looking worse than this, 10 times worse than this. So it's not like I'm going to be scaring anybody that watches this vlog. So yeah, as I said, once the hair's drying, I'll go and get some muck on, blow dry my hair, try and get something going with it. And then I need to go to the shop. I need to top up the gas meter. It's running a little bit low for some reason. See, I always buy about £40 gas and £40 electric every single month, and I made no exception last month when I got paid my last wage. Off I went, bought some gas, got the electric. For some reason the gas ran out last night, so I'm actually on emergency. I never go on emergency, never. So that was a bit of a, oh shit. So I've got to go to the shop and get some more gas, obviously. Otherwise we'll be sat in the cold and I won't be able to cook because I've got a gas cooker. Yeah, great. I'd say it's because maybe I've been at home using more gas, but I don't tend to have the heating on in the daytime unless I really need to. If I get cold, this is one of the reasons why I've got my shawl thing here. So if I get a bit nippy, I tend to wrap that around me to keep me warmer. So I have no idea where the gas has gone. But I'll go and get some more in a bit, so we'll be okay. We'll just have to keep an eye on it and try and be a little bit more energy efficient, as I explained to my daughter last night. So yeah, I've got that to do. Oh God, I did a grill up last night for our dinner. I know, really healthy. Well, it is. I could have done a fry up, but I didn't. I did a grill up. A grill up is a healthy option to a fry up. I've got all that washing up on that side to do. It looks worse than what it is. There's not as much there that you'd think, but it just looks a lot. A lot of it is going to be greasy, so that'll be fun. For those of you that obviously don't live in the UK, if you live over in the States or any other countries and you don't know what a grill up or fry up is, basically it's how can I put it, English breakfast. Instead I did it for dinner because neither of us have time to have that kind of food in the morning before we go to work, so I thought I'd do it for dinner instead. Basically, an English breakfast consists of, I mean, you can have other stuff as well to it, but this is what we had. Bacon, which was grilled, sausages, which I made sure were gluten-free ones for Jessica. Asda do this great range of fresh sausages where you can buy normal sausages and you can buy gluten-free sausages. A little bit more expensive at about £2.25 each, but you can buy two for £4, which is not that bad really because they're good quality sausages. Those were grilled as well. I did some hash browns which were fried in coconut oil. Supposed to cook them in the oven, but I was like, well, I'm having to, because the oven's like an oven and grill combo, and as I was having to use the grill, I couldn't really cook them in the oven because you can't do both at the same time. So I made the choice of frying them instead, but that was in coconut oil, which, as we all know, is really, really healthy. Did some mushrooms, but they were cooked in the microwave. Beans that were cooked in the microwave. Beans, I'm referring to Heinz baked beans. I can't really stand them, but Jess likes them. But I had some, because I was like, no, go with it, Sam. And they weren't that bad. Actually weren't that bad. Oh, and scrambled egg as well, which I'm not really keen on. I would have preferred the poached egg, but Jessica doesn't like poached eggs and I can't fry eggs to save my life. So I went with the option of scrambled eggs. And was there anything else? Sausage, bacon, egg, beans. No, I think that was about it really. Oh, and a big dollop of brown sauce. You have to have brown sauce when you're having a grill up or fry up, in my opinion. Some people like red sauce. I prefer my brown sauce. So yeah, lots of greasy stuff for me to wash up. That will be fun. I was going to do a 15-minute workout earlier, but I can't see the point now. It's what, 11:20 in the morning. I'm dressed now, so maybe I might have a workout tomorrow instead. No, I haven't got time to have a workout tomorrow. I've got a job interview to go to. But then again, at the same time, I could find out I've got this job at Armstrong Bell. I am so, I don't know, nervous, excited, scared. Ooh, stressed. Definitely stressed. No, I think I'm feeling a little bit excited because I'm kind of like, something's telling me I've got that job. I think I've got that job. Oh, I know that some of you are going to really, really miss me doing these daily vlogs for you and whatnot, but as I said at the beginning of the year, I plan to keep doing videos for you guys. Last year I neglected you like a mental because obviously, you know, I let my job at Image take over my entire frigging life. It's not going to be like this at Armstrong if I get this job because, as I said, I won't be having as many responsibilities. There's going to be absolutely nothing to stop me from sitting down on the evening when I get back from work and after doing dinner and whatnot and just having a little bit of a catch up with you. There is nothing to stop me from filming at the weekend. So I will still be about, guys. I just won't be doing as much in the week as I have been doing. So another thing that I've loved enjoying doing is watching other YouTubers and getting to know them via their videos and vlogs. For example, Sally, which is Midway Vlogs. I mean, oh, I absolutely adore the woman. There's also Alfie, which is Suella's other half. I've started watching him and Suella as well. And these are two characters that, to be honest, originally I really didn't think much of them. I was just like, oh, they're only in it for the money and blah, this and blah, blah. But the more you watch them, the more you actually think, well, no, they're actually quite sincere. Yeah, I know, yeah, they are earning a shitload of money for it, and, you know, they get free products all the time, and I wish I did. What? If anybody wants to send me some freebies to review for you, please do so. I'd love to do so. Yeah, I'm not begging. But the more you watch them, the more you start thinking, you know, they're not fake. They're actually being really quite sincere and real. So yeah, it's been great watching them. Oh, and Charlotte, which is the magpie mummy. Oh my goodness, she just is so funny. She is so bubbly and full of passion, and fair play to the girl. So yeah, there's been quite a few of us that I've been watching and enjoying, and it's been great. But I suppose the one downside of this not working is the fact that I've been sat on my bum a lot, and my God, I've put some weight on. A hell of a lot of weight. My daughter made me confess to her last night how much weight I've put on. Last time I weighed myself, I was 10 stone 9. I now weigh, I'm so ashamed, 12 stone 2. Yeah, exactly. I think that says it all. It's because I've been sat here doing nothing. Because I'm bored, I'm eating. So I've got to try and make a promise to myself, a little pact. Shift this weight, woman, for goodness sake. So that is something I will be doing for definite. So I've got to start eating a little bit more healthier, and I need to start getting off my bum and doing a bit more, hence why I was going to do a workout session this morning, but obviously I've run out of time, so I can't really do one now. But fingers crossed, guys, if I get this job at Armstrong, I mean, it was just over 4 miles a day that I was doing to Image. Armstrong is a little bit further. It's more like, it's 2.8 miles there, whereas it was only 2.1 to Image. So we're talking at least just under 3 miles. So that'll be just under 6 miles a day. Yeah, I'm up in the game. I'm just hoping my knees can cope with it, because there were times last year when I started noticing I was getting issues with my knees. The one knee just went to once for about 6 weeks. I was really struggling. Eventually I was getting lifts into work and back off my colleague Andrea, but she left the company herself, so I was back to walking to work and back. But by then it had sort of healed itself. I felt there were times when it would give me a little bit of jip, so I am a little bit concerned about that. But I'm hoping, as I said, that once I get to know people at Armstrong, if I do get the job, don't want to be too presumptuous now, you know, hopefully somebody will give me a lift in and back. Even if it is just to the top of the road, that would be appreciated. So we'll see, we'll see. But for now, I am going to enjoy drinking my tea. And then when my head's a little bit more dry, one is going to get some muck on the face. And then I better go to the shop and get some gas. Yay! I am dressed, complete, full, everything. Blown dry my hair. It looks so much better. I don't know why I don't blow dry my hair more often. Because as you can see, it makes such a difference to my hair. It actually looks nice, to be perfectly honest. Very full. And I feel so much more like me again now that I've dyed it. As you can see, I've put on a bit of makeup so I don't look like dog shit so much anymore. And it is whacking it down with rain here. They did say rain was on its way, and apparently this rain is meant to turn to snow later on this afternoon, going on to the evening. But I'll believe that when I see it. And so, whether I like it or not, I'm going to have to venture out in this. I need to go and get some gas temperature slightly starting to drop here in the house. I would like to put the heating on for a bit at least, just to warm the house back up. The last time it was on this morning was about 7 o'clock. Jess put it on to warm up the house, obviously, when she first got up, so hasn't been on since then. I could maybe just wrap myself in that and see how I cope, but if it gets any colder, I am going to have to stick it on, to be perfectly honest. But as I said, whether I like it or not, I'm now going to have to venture off out. I'm not going to be out for long because the shop where I can get the gas from is literally just across the road, so it's like a 2-minute walk there and a 2-minute walk back. So at least I'm not going to get drenched. So I guess I better go and get that done, and then I'm going to have some lunch because it's coming up to 12:20. I did have some breakfast this morning. I had a couple of pieces of lime marmalade on toast. White bread. I shouldn't have had white bread, but that's the only small loaves, because I don't buy big loaves. I only buy the smaller loaves, and they were the only ones they had in Morrison's. So I got myself a small loaf of white bread instead, which is really naughty because I'm not meant to be eating bread really, but I fancied some toast. And I did buy this lime marmalade before Christmas and I haven't really used it, and I was like, I really ought to, you know, I really should use this, unless I can think of things to put it into. But oh well. Yeah, so I had that for breakfast. I don't know yet what I'm going to have for my lunch, but I'm sure I will show you. But for now, that shop is calling me. I'm having to have a fade because, oh my God, I could not believe just how cold it was out there. I'd have took you with me, but really, did you want to come with me to the local co-op? Well, it really wasn't missing much. And like I said, I was literally out of the house just over 5 minutes anyway. So we now have gas again, so we ain't going to freeze to death. And I can cook and I don't have to worry. But as I said to Jess, we just have to be a little bit more efficient with the gas and not like use as much as we have been, obviously. Okay, so after I've had a favour, I'm going to make myself some lunch. As promised, here is my lunch. Healthy or what, guys? Got some selection of spicy sausages, meat, stuff there. Got some celery, cucumber, some dips that I need to use up, so yeah, I've had to have those because I needed using up. I've got some gluten-free oat cakes here, put some Philadelphia on top, which is the salmon and dill one, and I had to have a pickled onion. I can't but not have my pickled onions. I love my pickled onions. And believe it or not, they're not actually all that unhealthy. So win-win situation, I guess you could say. So I am now going to film my face because I am pretty much hungry. And I love food. But at least it's healthy food. And I think my calorie intake for everything included for my lunch was about 346 calories. So that's quite good, I think. So, including everything else I've had today, which includes coffees and tea, and my breakfast this morning, that leaves me with about 641 calories still for me to consume the rest of the day. Obviously, you know, got my dinner to consider. May need some more drinks throughout the day, but I've got a nice jar of cold water infused with some lemon slices to drink throughout the rest of the afternoon instead of tea. I need to get back onto that. I used to do that all the time, and then I just knocked it on the head because I was feeling sorry for myself, hence why I let myself go and got fat. So get back onto that crack. And obviously while pottering around the house later on, obviously I've got washing up to do, housework and whatnot actually classes as an exercise on the app that I've got on my phone. So that'll take some calories off me. So always good. I'm on track for today. Try and stick within 1200 calories. Yesterday I completely failed. I failed so much yesterday. I was actually just over 1000 calories over. So I take talking about 2200 calories yesterday. That just shows how bad I can be on occasions. But for now, guys, I want to get the celery in me gob, so I better stop talking. I'm going to enjoy my lunch, and I shall be back in a bit. Yum. Right, I'm washing up. This greasy shit needs to be sorted, so I thought I'd better get it done now, and because I'm trying to resist putting the heating on. It's so nice to have my hands in warm water. But at the same time as keeping my hands warm, I'm exercising as well at the same time. Believe it or not, right now I'm burning enough calories. So I reckon. So yeah, getting all this done. As I said, it looked worse than it was. So obviously, not that much left to do. But after I've done this, I need to do some research into GT Access, so I'm prepared for my job interview tomorrow. I mean, actually, I already know who they are, so at least I've got some of the background already in my noggin. But I just want to go on the website, have a look at the products that they actually do sell. Well, I say products, it's equipment. It's equipment hire that they provide. So, as I said, I'm going to do a bit more research. So obviously I know what to come out with when they ask me random questions tomorrow. But who knows? I'll get a phone call in the morning from the agency to say that one has got a job. Washing up needs to be done, and I'll be back shortly. Oh, water. I put my shawl on because I was cold. I mean, I've also had the heating on. Because it's starting to go a little bit dark now, I thought I'd close the curtains, see if I could help with keep the heating. Right. It's a quick catch up really. Jess come back. She was back here about 2:30. I forgot that she had it. She has theory this afternoon. That was at 4 o'clock. It's now 4:15. I'm sure she'll let me know if she passes or not. I hope she does. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for her. So, God, she could be on the road soon, guys. Cool, she can show for mummy about. Jasmine, as you can see, has come in to join me. It's only because she knows the heating's been on, so obviously I think she's coming here to warm. Oh, hi guys, just having a quick check-in with you. It's coming up to 7:30 in the evening. Oh my God, it's so cold out there. It's like the Arctic. I just had to go out the front because I had to go and stick my grey bin out because the bin men come tomorrow morning to empty the bin, so I had to chuck that out the front. Oh, I just spent the last hour being bored to death, literally, by the ex. Obviously dropped Jessica off, and poor love, she didn't pass. She failed again. And I'm kind of like disappointed with her, not in the fact that she's failed, with the fact that she's now considering herself to be thick as shit. And I'm like, don't say that about yourself. There's loads of people out there that don't always pass the first time. So, anyway, like I said to her, look, you just need to keep at it. You know you can do it. Stop putting yourself down. Oh, can't believe how cold it is out there. It is awful. It's that cold I could actually believe it might actually snow. Snow. Yeah, snow. At the moment my dinner's cooking. We're actually doing 2 lots because I was meant to be cooking Jessica's dinner as well, but she's already ate while she was out of her dad. He took her to McDonald's. So she said, just cook it anyway, Mum, and I'll take it to work for me for lunch tomorrow. So we're having potato rosties with like a garlic and cheese insidey bitty. It's like tasty. And we're having chicken breasts with cheese and bacon lardons and mushrooms and yeah, nice. And asparagus. I like asparagus, it's good for you. So got to check that soon because I've got to put the cheese sauce in shortly, and hopefully I will be nomming on that very, very soon. I'll more than likely show you what I'll be having so you can actually see the end results. Try and make it look fancy for you guys. So yeah, I'm just going to wait for that to cook now, so I will be back, as I said, to show you the end result. Well, as promised guys, here is one's dinner. My God, doesn't that look healthy as hell and very, what's the word, sophisticated. Got my potato rosties here, got my chicken here with the cheese sauce and the mushrooms and little bacon lardons, and of course we've got my asparagus. So I'm now going to go and eat this. I'm not going to sit here and eat it, obviously. I'm going to go and chill out in the living room for a bit, see if there's anything on the TV, and I'll be back in a bit to finish off this vlog, because obviously I need to start editing it before I can upload it, before I can go to bed, and that's going to take me a while, especially it's 10 to 8 already. So yeah, back soon guys. Right, well, as you can see, I'm in my PJs. It's 9:10. Obviously I'm not going to be going to bed just yet. I've obviously got to edit this for you guys to be able to watch, whether I get it uploaded tonight or first thing in the morning, I'm not sure. But thank you so much for spending a day with me guys. I've just made myself a hot chocolate and to enjoy drinking that while I edit this vlog for you. I've literally used the last of my calories for today on that, but it's worth it because gotta have hot chocolate, especially when it's as cold a night as it is tonight. Anyway, thank you again for watching guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously I'm sorry, you know, I haven't really done much, haven't been anywhere, but hopefully I will have something better planned next time I do a day in the life vlog. And who knows, this time tomorrow night I could actually be back in employment, so keep fingers crossed for me guys. I will be back tomorrow. I am going to do a bit of a, it's not, I don't know, a bit of advice, a bit of tips, I don't know, it's probably going to turn into a bit of a laugh really. I have been asked by Sugar Sweets about my nails and how I maintain them, how I look after them, how I've managed to be able to grow them to this length. I won't tell you any more about that because obviously I'm going to discuss that in that video tomorrow. So yeah, and that's it. Thanks again. You take care of yourself guys, and I'm going to go off now and enjoy my hot chocolate and edit this for you. And as I said, I'll be back tomorrow with my little nail care chatty thing. And yeah, you take care. See you soon. Bye for now.